Ed Sheeran opens up about the death of a close friend that shaped his new album. He sat down with Zane Lowe in discussion as part of a virtual launch party. Ed Sheeran performing with Coldplay last month. Image, 2021. Simone Joyner by Olivia Rose. Fox 11:40, November 4, 2021. Comments. Ed Sheeran has revealed what inspired his new album, including the death of a close friend. Talking to Zane Lowe for Apple Music, Ed Sheeran talked about All Things Equals, his new album. He sat down for the conversation as part of a virtual launch party. The session also saw Ed play new songs for the first time. Ed teased the interview with a clip on Instagram in which he discussed how both the death of a close friend and birth of his first daughter shaped the album. The clip begins with Ed discussing how he spent a significant amount of his time in his 20s questioning who he is, why he does what he does and what he adds to the world. Ed stated, "I turned 30 and I feel like some of these questions have started to have answers. They started to have answers through two very, very massive moments in my life, which is one, my daughter being born, which is new life, and one, my friend Michael dying, which both hit me in a way where you appreciate tomorrow more because of each one. I saw the symbol equals as it symbolizes life, not just new life, it symbolizes life, and whether that's end of life or start of life. I think having my mate die and realizing tomorrow isn't promised and every day is actually a real joy to be around. So this record sort of reflects that." The Bad Habits star welcomed his daughter, Lyra, in August 2020 with his wife, Cherry Seaborn. Ed's good friend and Australian music industry legend, Michael Guzzinski, passed away in March of this year. The duo had previously worked together for over a decade and the loss of Michael evidently hit Ed hard. It was reported that he broke down in tears during his emotional performance at Michael's remembrance service. In between songs, Ed paid tribute to his late friend by describing him as being a tornado of joy. Ed's new album is not the first time that loss and grief has influenced his music. His song Supermarket Flowers draws on these influences and so proves to be a popular choice for funeral songs, even making the list of the most popular burial tunes. The touching track is about Ed's grandmother. In an older interview with Zane Lowe back in 2018, Ed explained, "That's the most special song on the record for me. My grandmother was very ill during the time I was making the record and passed away at the end of me making the record, so we wrote this song as a tribute and just left it on." He also revealed that he wasn't going to include the song on his Divide album, but his grandfather encouraged him to do so. Ed said, "My grandfather just turned to me, at the funeral, he was like, you have to put that out, that has to go on the record. It's such a good memory, that's why it's ended up on there. It was really hard to write, yeah. Very easy at the same time in terms of its flow. Because there was no trying to think of poignant lines and being like, you know, death is this or like life is this. It was just so spot on, and the lyric of you are an angel in the shape of my mom, that could end up in a poignant line, but it was the truth." For funeral notices in your area visit Funeral Notices. co.uk. Follow Mirror Facebook Twitter comment